And welcome back for another Hall Family Devotion series. And this month we're going to be tackling the question of joy. Interestingly enough, we kind of decided to stick with the traditional Advent type theme. So if you're familiar in the church world, that'll give you an idea where we might go next month. Part of the reason for that is when we look at everything that's going on around in our world right now, the Advent themes seem more critical now than waiting for December to talk about them. So our topic for this month is joy, and I get to start us out on joy. So I want to ask you something first. Do you remember a song you might have learned in Sunday school? I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where down in my heart? I'm not going to finish that. You guys get to see all the videos, so you see Dad's head bobbing and Mom's head bobbing. But we grew up singing that song. I know many people learn that in Sunday school and in church, and I do enjoy that song. It's a fun song to sing, but I think it gets something wrong. See, it goes, I got the joy, joy, joy down in my heart. And then eventually it goes down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. And I think that's where it messes up because we confuse joy with happiness. And I think they're two very different things. Joy is, in my opinion, a sense of long-term abiding fulfillment. Okay. Joy is something that's longer and sustainable. Happiness disappears like that. You can be happy one minute and sad the next. Joy is something we cultivate in our lives. It's satisfaction with a good thing. So I want to share with you one of my favorite scriptures, and it doesn't actually use joy in the beginning. One translation of it does. But this is, many people have verses they call their theme verse, and this is mine. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verses 7 through 10. Go, eat your bread with enjoyment, and drink your wine with a merry heart. For God hath long ago approved what you do. Let your garments always be white. Do not let oil be lacking on your head. Enjoy life with the wife whom you love, all the days of your vain life that are given to you under the sun, because that is your portion in life and in your toil at which you toil under the sun. Whatever your hands find to do, do with your might, for there is no work or thought or knowledge or wisdom in Sheol to which you are going. I know Ecclesiastes tend not to be the book people go to when they talk about joy. One translation says, instead of go eat your bread with enjoyment and drink your wine with a merry heart, it says joyful heart. But I think the scripture passage does get to the heart of joy. Everything that this passage talks about are things that you find enjoyment with because that's what you have. That is where you are at. Joy is a deep and abiding sense of fulfillment in the midst of the normal, right? It talks about eating good food, cleaning yourself. That's what the putting oil on your head and wearing white clothing. It doesn't have to do with symbolism. It has literally to do with pamper yourself sometimes. It talks about love, and it talks about love between a man and a wife. So I'll let you fill in the blanks on that. But it tells you to enjoy it. Why? Because that is what is given to you in your time. And the whole reason we are told to have this deep abiding joy is because we know at some point it ends. And that's just as critical. I'm not one that sits here and talks about the afterlife as the be all end all. It's part of what we believe. And I think we rush through life to get to it. We rush through the joy that God gives us, the joy that Christ has enabled us to have today for something in the future. I don't think that's a good idea. So what I'd like you to do this week with this little tidbit of thinking about joy is find those little things that you can take joyful satisfaction in. No, I don't want you to eat that extra bowl of ice cream because it'll make you happy, because we know it won't. But I do want you to have that one bowl of ice cream while sitting on your porch and looking out over your yard and thinking, it's a nice day. That's joy. And that's the heart of the gift that we have been given through God. Have a blessed week.